Hey everybody, it's time for The Plot Hole with your hosts, Johnny O and Jeremy Flair.
Are you gay?
Coming at you live.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Every Friday night at 8.
Every Friday night at 8.
On rockmetaltalk.com.
I went with jockeys here.
Something stinks like stale French fries.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I killed your cat, you druggy bitch.
Funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh, I'm here to fucking amuse you. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me what's funny.
Tell me what's funny. Let's see. I think, let me bring in the rest of the guys here. They're going to be talking in the background, but you're on rockmetaltalk.com. This is The Plot Hole. I'm Johnny O. So happy to have you guys here with me. I've got a couple of special guests here. Let's see if we got them. There's Jackson. And Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic.
Team Skeptic's internet crashed. He will be back in a minute.
I figured as much with the storm going on. It's kind of what happens. All right. So I'm glad everybody's here. We're going to have some fun. Let me take care of a couple of things on the back end really quick. First off, you're on rockmetaltalk.com. This is The Plot Hole. Tell me what's funny. Was this live? Yeah, this is live. Yes, Chef Allen, this is live. All right, I'm Johnny O again, just in case you forgot. You catch us every Friday night, 8 to 11. That's 8 to 11 Central, unless you're, I don't know, unless you're apparently in the West Coast. You can support the channel. Yeah, you can support the channel. Two ways you can support the channel. Well, a couple of ways you can support the show. You can get on the YouTube and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and then we post videos probably 3 times a week. Best way to get a hold of us, though, you can do the Patreon thing. For as little as $1 a month, you too can become a Plot Hole Patreon member. So, yeah, get in there. We got some cool stuff we can do. Let you pick the music, all that fun stuff. You can also go to theplothole.com and donate directly, whatever amount of money you like. Also, you can find our official Plot Hole merchandise. All right, now that we got all that bullshit out of the way,
we're asking if there's any PayPal links or anything that they can donate to during the show.
You can go, like I said, if you want, you can go straight to theplothole.com and just through that Streamlabs, you can donate whatever you like.
Okay, you heard that, guys. So go to theplothole.com and Streamlabs. If you want to donate anything towards their stream, feel free to do that.
Absolutely. We really appreciate it. Yeah. That's Craig from Fight the Flat Earth, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh.
Say hi. Say hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm looking forward to this.
This is going to be fun. Along with Craig in the live room, we've got Jackson. Everybody remembers Jackson. Oh, let me unmute. Hang on. Let me unmute you there, Keith. And there's Keith. Keith. Don't be shy.
What's up, Gruber?
Don't be shy, Keith. He does this every time.
Hey, what's the difference between mute and deafen?
Deafen, I think it turns off your monitoring. There's the Grober. Don't be shy, Grober. No? All right, fine. Be shy. Don't say anything. I think he's trying to figure out his microphone. All right, and we're waiting for Team Skeptic. Now, there, see, I told you he was messing with his microphone. Cassify 88. I have. So all right. So we have some not so awesome news. Jackson is here. So we are the PsyOp, part of the duo that was coming in to have a discussion with Fight and Team Skeptic. Half of that duo is here. Apparently, there was a mix-up with Times Cure the Mind virus, also known as Ray. He is on the West Coast. So yeah. I don't think he says he can't be here for another couple of hours. I'm not sure if Fight's going to want to wait that long. Of course, he's more than welcome to join at 8 o'clock his time.
It's the pesky thing with time zones.
Yeah.
It's annoying, right?
Yeah, it's the worst kind of math to do, I feel like. Nothing gives me a headache worse than that.
Yeah. So a lot of you guys who have been here before will recognize Jackson. He was on a few weeks ago, and he was debating Team Skeptic about some cosmology. I feel like there was a little bit of back and forth, but we did have a fairly productive discussion. Hopefully we can do that again. All right.
And I'm just gonna say right now, I'm bored with flat Earth. It's old news. It's obvious to me, and I'm kind of over debating that.
Maybe I can try and convince you otherwise.
I mean, you can try whatever you want, but I'm really not open-minded to it. I'm going to be quite honest about that. We're at a point in time right now where humanity needs to come together. This is time for all sides to come together and quit this division bullshit. Because, pardon my language, this is a time where Agenda 21 is clearly being rolled out in front of all of our faces. And if you can't see that, then you have not read the material or you don't understand the material, one of the two.
All right, so why don't you, for layman's, for us who may or may not have been familiarized with the material, why don't you kind of give us some bullet points?
Well, it's essentially to strip you of all your individuality and make you conform to an Orwellian dystopian state where it's illegal to live off the land, and you'll be stacked and packed, massive smart cities where there's mass surveillance, and anyone that opposes the system will be segregated completely. And they will be targeted, and they will be dealt with by the system for non-compliance.
Story, bro, but nothing's going that way. I don't see any evidence to suggest we're heading that way.
So your eyes are just completely closed then. Okay.
Oh, no, I can see the world quite clearly for what it is, and that's the technology is, and that's an amazing thing that we should embrace. But it does not mean we're going to be in.
If you want to pay to open your fridge and flush your toilet, go ahead, keep going, keep supporting the same system.
Why would I want to pay to open my fridge? That doesn't make any sense.
Because that's what's going to happen with a digital currency. Is you're going to be taxed for everything you do. Every single thing will be monetized.
I don't think anyone could charge me for opening my fridge.
Are you aware of the social crediting system that's active in China right now?
China's irrelevant. They're a massive communist state. We're not China.
Who do you think owns the United States, dude?
United States.
Oh, really? Because it's a corporation, and who are they in debt to?
Oh, it's not a corporation.
Yes, it's been incorporated since. Yes, it has. Look up the Universal Commercial Code. We're under Admiralty law, and you are dead at loss. You are considered dead and lost at sea from birth, and until you declare yourself otherwise, and you remedy that with proper lawful remedy, not legalese, not corporate legal fiction, which you believe to be law. Which every dumb retard cop out here believes to be law.
Did you just say that we are all under Admiralty laws, and we're all?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I agree with that.
I mean, it's not true in the slightest.
Oh, okay.
21 in Agenda 21 refers to the original target year 2021. They were hoping to achieve their development goals by then. It has been affirmed and held a few modifications at subsequent UN conferences. Since it found 2021 was an overly optimistic date, its new timeline is targeting 2030. Its aim is to achieve.
I know that's what they say now, and that's because of people like me who woke the fucking internet up.
Well, you haven't woke the internet up. You've made it.
No, we have. You don't even know what Q is, dude. So you're way behind.
I know what Q is.
Hey dudes, Grover N.
All right, there he is.
What's up, man?
Let me get you Let me get you a little bit more volume.
Are we doing video tonight or just audio?
Just audio, brother.
Oh, damn.
Man, I know. I got someone who's not happy that my face isn't being shown right now, Johnny.
I wanted to see everybody's beautiful faces today.
Yeah. We all got radio faces, I'm sure.
I've got a face made for radio. All right, so let's get back to this here. We're talking about Q, and there's a lot of questions coming up. What exactly is Q? What do you mean by when you say Q?
Well, it was a movement that was started on 4chan. It was called QAnon. It got hijacked at a point in time, like every movement does. That's how this mafia that people call government works. And it was a group of postings that would come out, and there was a lot of questions, and there was a lot of speculation for a long time about who Q was, and people thought that it was some kind of insider intelligence. There's lots of theories going on around. I mean, it's been going on for like 3 years, and
that didn't really explain what Q is to everybody. If I could have a bash.
Well, I prefer people to actually think for themselves and like will actually go research. But I do understand that it's harder to do that when the computers are burning all of the information. We have like the libraries about Alexander happening.
Hang on a second, Jackson. One second. I want you to. I'm going to give you all the time that you need to explain your position. I would like to ask a couple of qualifying questions. When you're talking about people to do their own research, part of doing our own research would be to question the people whom have the answers, who say they have the answers. So perhaps you could point us in the right direction. At least give us a bit of evidence as to what Q is and what you believe Q is doing.
So I would say from my perspective that a theme of Q is that the future proves the past. And that's a hard concept for a lot of people to understand.
Wasn't Q the omnipotent being from Star Trek?
You're killing me.
Q is the Q continuum from Star Trek. And he appeared several times. And the crew of Voyager were once allowed entrance into the Q continuum and used Q weapons to end the civil war between the two Q factions. In case anyone's confused, that's what Q is.
Right. Well, we're in the midst of a civil war right now, whether you want to admit it or not.
I mean, we're objectively not.
Except it's called. Are you aware of what silent weapons for quiet wars is?
Oh, good Lord! You're conspiracy upon conspiracy, aren't you?
If you think, do you know what the definition of it? Do you know what
you're saying?
Do you know what the definition of a conspiracy is? Like how? I mean, what are you drinking water out of the tap or what? Because
I fucking am, because it's free.
And it's full of fucking fluoride and 250 other petrochemicals and pharmaceuticals that make you dumb and not be able to see what's going on right in front of your face.
Zero evidence of any of what you just said. Two quotes.
Just because you're blind to it doesn't mean that it's not there.
Quote Luke Skywalker, amazing. Everything you just said was wrong. You don't even really know what Q is based on what it actually is, and the fact that you're
it's something that's really hard to explain. And there's a whole saying that don't argue with idiots because they'll dumb you down and they'll bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. And I feel like that's what I just walked into right now.
I beat flat earthers all the time because there's no evidence of the flat earth. But the fact
there's only evidence of the flat earth.
No, okay, we can get to that because there is actually zero evidence that the earth is flat. Absolutely 100% none.
What's the largest thing you've ever built, man?
Let me respond to a lot of the things that you've said because so many of them are wrong. The fact that you are basing so many of your assumptions upon something that was on fucking 4chan is absolutely ridiculous. But people didn't really explain what Q is, so I'm going to have a bash at explaining to the people what Q is. So originally called QAnon.
Are you going to read on Wikipedia?
That's why I've got a lot of the information off of Wikipedia and the following links that go from there.
Right. Go ahead with your government-sponsored information. Go ahead. Follow me.
With the government, you fucking moron. It's literally conspiracy upon conspiracy.
Okay, all right, hang on a second. Time out. Hang on, everybody, hang on just a second. Hang on, everybody. Hang on, everybody. Stand down a second.
People like
hang on, whoa, hang on, just a second. Jackson, hang on, just a second.
If I can have a bash explaining what
hang on,
Q is.
just a second. Fight.
But you don't know what it is. You just looked it up. That's not I mean you know what it is.
Okay.
Because you can parrot some shit you read on Wikipedia.
Jackson, hang on a second. Everybody hang on just a second. Let me pull the reins a little bit. So here's the thing. Let's allow each other to present the evidence that we have. And if you want to rebut or refute, let's hear hear what each other has to say. Let everybody get their points across, and then if you want to refute what they have to say with other evidence, and let's do that. Let's not jump in and let's try not to make this. I'm going to talk louder than the other guy. So let's give each other the opportunity to put forward what evidence they have, and if you have a rebuttal for it, by all means, I'm going to make sure that you get your opportunity to rebut. So, Fight, you were addressing the Q, correct?
Yeah, because he hasn't actually explained what it is, apart from saying a bunch of conspiracy words which mean nothing. So the whole Q thing started, I think it was October, November in 2017 on 4chan, which is a fucking posting board on the internet that no one should pay any attention to. And it basically it talks about
right, because the government won't want you on their 4 websites.
Hang on,
can you shut the fuck up while I'm talking, or are you not able to?
Hold on. All right.
I don't have a conversation where one person shuts the fuck up while another person's talking. So behave like an adult. Thank you.
Why are you so upset, dude?
Jackson.
I'm just pointing out that you don't know how to have a conversation like every single moron flatterer on the planet. Whilst I am talking, you shut the fuck up. Then
you mean while you're reading.
Okay, again, Jackson. Jackson.
He just said no one should pay attention to an open source platform.
Okay, and
that people should only pay attention to what's regulated.
Okay, Jackson. And if you hang on a second. Again, if you have issue with that,
when he says something stupid like that, I'm gonna fucking laugh at it.
No.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody, chill for a second. Chill for a second. If you want to refute something that he says, please wait until he's finished. I will give you all the time necessary.
It is impossible for me to do that.
Well,
because you're a moron. You didn't know how conversations work.
Hang on a second. I'm going to ask that everybody.
I think it's ridiculous for someone to come and try to tell me what something is that they only just heard of. Just now, when I've been deep.
Okay, all right.
I've been talking to photographers for a long time. I've heard about Q many times, and I've had to research it for some of my videos. Right, and I actually know how to research. That's literally my job on the internet. But what you are doing right now is what every single flat earther does, and that is constantly talk so that nobody else can get a word in. Right? How about you just shut the fuck up, keep your flaps closed, and listen for a second?
Well, maybe if you would speak to me respectfully, I might do that, but you act like a little bitch.
Okay, all right. Okay, hang on a second. All right. Hang on a second. Craig, just a second. All right, so here's the deal. That is Jackson.
Let you jack yourself off on the fucking radio.
I'm trying to address your problem. So give me a second.
Be quiet. Everyone be quiet. Listen to Johnny O, the producer.
I'm trying to address your problem, Jackson. So that is a legitimate request that we try and keep from both sides. We try and keep the name callings and such
I don't really care, but that's not really the point.
Okay.
But anyway, let's go ahead. Just let him see it. Let him read what he wants to read. It's fine.
All right. And again,
I'm actually looking at my research notes that I have gathered through my research. Right? So if you could actually be quiet for 2 minutes, that would be fantastic, because that's how conversations work. You would like respect, please act in a manner which deserves respect.
Here.
Right. So, as I was saying, if I could get through this without being interrupted, the whole thing started on 4chan, which is the fucking post board that nobody should pay any attention to because it's a bunch of people just writing nonsense, right? It started in there, I think October, maybe November 2017. It talks about some kind of deep state thing to do with, right? And
you cut out there for a second. What'd you say? Sorry.
It talks about a plot, like a deep state thing to do
like a coup, right?
You want to say a coup, but not really. More kind of a movement, deep state movement against Donald Trump, and not just Donald Trump, but like areas of government that are supposed to be at the top. Someone that used the name Q, but it refers to a larger group now. They talk about having access to information that no one else can seem to verify, classified information. No one else can seem to verify any of this information is actually real. They falsely accuse a bunch of Hollywood people of being involved in high-end government dealings and stuff. And it's just a massive conspiracy. And they talk about the Great Awakening and things like this. And they think that the whole world is run by like a cabal of Satan worshipping people, right? And that's kind of trying to remove that and put themselves in power by being this deep state that can grow. It's all just nonsense based upon conspiracy upon conspiracy. Nothing more. There is nothing to it. Even the Agenda 21 that you were talking about doesn't exist in the way that you were talking about it.
Okay. Rebuttal?
All right, so you want me to talk now?
Yeah, actually, I mean, absolutely. I want to make sure that everybody has opportunity to refute if they need to refute.
Yeah, sorry. It's just boring and hard to pay attention to when people... so here's the thing is, I mean, if you don't understand that the government is corrupt by now, like if you don't understand that it is run by dark occultists, then you're late. You're really late. I mean, you are late to the game. And yes, it got pushed back to Agenda 2030 because there was massive pushback. There was a massive awakening that has happened. That's why it's trendy to be into conspiracies. I mean, I was insane before it was popular. I promise you that. I was talking about all this shit way before anybody else was. Not anybody else, but I was ahead of the game on this. And I mean, it's fine if you want to say, like, so the word conspiracy, I mean, if somebody wants to look up the definition of the word conspiracy, that would be great. But from my understanding, it's two or more people making a plan to what? Fuck. All right. I'm going to have to do it.
Bring the noise, bud.
If you don't believe that rich and powerful people are meeting in order to maintain their power and their wealth, then you're clueless and you're dumb. It's really that simple. And to say that, so in case, I don't know how old you are, but there was a time when everyone actually had their own websites there weren't just 4 mainstream websites. Like now everything is Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and basically like mainstream news. And that is what all people that were, I mean, to say it's a conspiracy, let's just go to something. Let's just pull one out of the hat right here. So the creator of the television, the Television, the screen that tells lies to your vision, his name was Farnsworth, which you know probably from Futurama. You probably watched that and know that Philip Farnsworth, it's Philip, that's Dr. Farnsworth. Right. So he knew that television was a monster and that it was a virus, and he did not allow it in his home. He did not let his children watch it. Anyone who's going to create something that's that powerful to entrance people's minds, like people have been so hypnotized by mass media and by their television screens that you're sitting here drinking tap water telling me it's free, and you don't even care that there's mind-numbing neurotoxins inside your water.
Not though. There is zero evidence at all.
You don't know what
in water is dangerous.
So you think what do you think fluoride is for?
Fluoride is there to help strengthen our enamel in our teeth.
That's hilarious because fluorosis depletes calcium deposits, by the way.
So you've just proved you know absolutely zero about dentistry. That's a fact, because in fact the fluoride helps certain levels, the levels that it is, helps not only strengthen.
No, it makes you stupid.
No, it really doesn't. You keep saying these things, but I'm going to apply
It's by the World Health Organization. It is known as a class 1 carcinogen.
I'm talking. I'm going to apply Hitchens' razor to everything you say. Hitchens' razor says that if you say something without evidence, it can be dismissed without evidence. You don't have any evidence for anything you are saying so far. You managed to talk for about 3 minutes there without actually saying anything. And
just because you can't hear me, dog, don't mean I'm not saying nothing.
You're saying a bunch of nonsense that doesn't mean anything. Okay,
right? Because you're fluoridated and you don't understand.
Well, I do understand that you're a
you're incapable of understanding because your mind has been dumbed down by a neurotoxin that you don't even know that it's a poison. You don't even know that it's a poison.
Okay.
Every soccer mom out here that's anti-vax knows that shit's a fucking poison.
Okay, hang on a second.
What happens? Why do you think your toothpaste says don't eat too much of me or call poison control? Because of the fluoride. Because it's a poison.
Let me ask a clarifying question. Do we have any evidence of what fluoride does?
I mean, there's
no evidence of what he said.
There's tons of evidence. There's so much evidence out there. Think about it.
Yeah, but you have to
just say things. Give me some evidence.
Let's stay on topic.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say because you're going to say it's nonsense. I learned it on a posting board where only dumb people go talk about dumb stuff. Well, because I'm a moron, I can't understand anything.
Well, hang on a second. So some of them. Hang on a second. Some of the mantra that I've heard from the conspiracy.
Look, if people don't know, I'm not having a conversation with somebody who doesn't know fluoride makes you stupid.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So some of the things that I hear from the conspiratorial side of the argument is that, do research and this, that, and the other. We want to see that. We want to see that research. We want to see what you've seen.
It's a little difficult when there's modern day book burning going on online, when the quantum computer is scrubbing the internet of anything. The AI is 100% scrubbing. What the AI wants is everyone to be linked up in a hive mind. Okay? That's what the AI is, sentient. I don't care if you don't think it's not sentient because I know that it is.
No, you don't. You don't know anything. You don't know what sentience is. You don't know what AI is. You don't know what quantum computing is. Do you have any evidence of anything you are saying? Yes or no?
I have lots of evidence. You just don't have the eyes to see it.
Then. Present some evidence then, because you haven't so far. You just
I can't send evidence to something that your brain cannot even see. You're not capable.
What you're saying is you don't have evidence. Story, bro.
Well, hang on a second. So why? Hang on a second.
Let me just stress one thing. Saying that I drank fluorinated water, therefore I'm dumb, blah, blah, blah. Well, please explain how I have 2 bachelor's.
How do you explain to a retarded person that they're retarded? It's impossible. It's impossible.
Hang on,
you understand? It's impossible to do that.
Hang on a second.
Can you shut the fuck up when I'm asking a question, please? Thank you. Again, if you would like respect, act in a manner which deserves it. And that means not constantly interrupting. If fluoride dumbs me down, please explain how I have 2 bachelor's of science degrees. One in physics, first with honours, and one in nuclear engineering, energy systems, and fission technology, first with honours. Please explain to me how I was able to be the project developer for an entire wind farm company. Please explain to me how I was able to operate and maintain nuclear reactors for a career if fluoride dumbed me the fuck down.
I think we lost him.
Oh, he ran away because he was scared of facts, I think.
Yeah, so on my end, I can tell you, because I have an associate's in nutritional science. All right, so here's what fluoride is. It's a weak base that whitens enamel, but it does not destroy the enamel. It is non-toxic. Fluoride is classified as a weak base since it is originally partially associates in solution, but concentrated fluoride is corrosive and can attack the skin. So it's bad on your epidermis if it's in concentrated states, which is a lot of things. I mean, alcohol, bleach, anything else. But and the symbol for it is F negative.
He spent his entire time talking, just
I don't know why he got weeded out by fluoride.
Oh no! Everything he said is just all of the conspiracies. You know, he hit anti-vax. He hit fluoride. Fluoride being bad. He hit Q. He hit secret fucking computers trying to control the world. Everything.
Well, when you have a productive conversation, it's like you just stay on one topic that you at least maybe have some notes or comprehensive knowledge on. That would help.
He didn't understand anything. He didn't even know how to explain what Q is. I've done, some basic research on it, and I seem to understand it better than he did. When he was trying to explain Q, I don't know if you noticed, but literally spent 3 minutes talking without saying anything. He didn't give anything. He just said a bunch of conspiracy words that didn't mean anything, then ran away because I demanded some evidence. I'm going to add one to my rage quit.
I don't know if maybe he'll come back or not, but yeah, you definitely have to do your homework before you get into a comprehensive debate.
Well,
I didn't even get to challenging him about the Earth being flat because he was so arrogant about that. Oh yeah, well I know it's flat, so I don't need to talk about it. Well, how about you show me some fucking evidence of the Earth being flat then? Because there isn't any.
Hey, you know what I like is flat? Dude, fucking pancakes. I'm so into pancakes. I love it.
Pancakes aren't even that flat, relatively.
You stop being a literalist. Fight.
Well, if you took the surface of the Earth and compared the surface of the Earth to the surface of the pancake, it's flatter.
Yeah, because it
is a reference to a geoid in this case.
Yeah, because it has leavening and it has like an expansion of air and but I like pancakes. I'm just saying I like toast.
Well,
you're hungry.
Yeah, so I guess.
I'm always hungry, dude.
All right, Team Skeptic, you're back just in time for the aftermath of the rage quit.
No, I joined at this particular time because it was a little bit of a lull between him just completely rage quitting. Because I know that right now you're probably hearing an echo from your own voice because I can't find a headset and I have to do this on mobile until my internet.
No, you sound good, man.
Okay. Well, do y'all not hear yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of an echo back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Once I don't have a set of headphones because I don't ever use them for my phone, but I'm looking right now. If I find a set, I'll join via the.
Hey man, let me tell you what I do. Hold on, guys. Guys. What I use is Tin and Sprint, and I plug it into the Wi-Fi.
Why do you sound like you're all garbled?
What the fuck, man?
You do. You sound like you have a sock over your head.
I don't want to make it uncomfortable for people to listen with that echo, so I'm going to continue to look for these headphones, and if I find them, I'll jump back in, or if my internet comes up, I'll jump in as well.
Cool.
I don't know why it went down, but it just crashed on me and hadn't come back up yet, so... all right, well, I'm going to go look for those headsets, and I'm still listening in. I just wanted to pop in and say, fight, good shit, man. Fucking put that notch in your fucking belt, bro. I'm going to stop saying that Fight's trying to do the best Team Skeptic impression he can do, and I'm just going to say that he's earned his own right to be an asshole. He's not trying anymore to be like me. He's actually a full-blown asshole on his own. And I love him, man. Good shit, Fight. I'll try to find this headphone so I can jump back in.
Right, no worries.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll take it easy.
I'm sorry that I made him run away so quickly.
Well, I think he was really more disappointed that his pal backed out on him. I think that's what happened. I don't think he was really prepared to go solo, because last time he went solo against Team Skeptic, and I felt like it was a little bit more productive. I don't know what happened this time. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah.
You notice what he did is pretty much every flat earther does. Is spout a bunch of shit, and then while someone is trying to respond to it, constantly interrupt. They don't understand how conversations work. They don't understand that it's as simple as you wait for one person to stop talking, then you respond. And then obviously I'm going to like be telling him to shut up, so it's like I'm interrupting him, but that's because he interrupted me while I was trying to fucking say something.
Yeah, and I hope I've shown everybody that I'm going to make sure that everybody involved in the conversations gets their due.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stop you if I have to, and I'll stop whoever I have to. I mean, I've got the mute buttons. I can do that. I don't want to, but yeah, I'm going to interject and make sure that people kind of keep on topic. And, if I got a clarifying question from the audience, or if I just have a clarifying question for myself, then it's going to be posed. I don't know what happened. Usually he's pretty chill, he'll get a little fired up every now and again, but usually he's pretty chill about.
I had this effect on flat earthers. They get angry around me.
So you're
really angry.
Yeah.
And, it makes me think I'm doing my job right if I make flat earthers so angry.
Nerd Angle says, what a pleasant discussion on etiquette this has evolved into. Well, sometimes you do what you got to do. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, definitely. It's like if you want to get anywhere and learn from each other, no matter what you think, you have to give each other a little room and time, and don't let emotions take you over and destroy the conversation.
Keith, you still sound like you have a sock over your microphone or something.
Yeah, damn it. Okay, I'm going to log off and log back on.
All right, cool.
Technology, huh?
Technology. Gotta love it.
Fuck this.
I'm sorry, Ick, that you still have a glass of water and not wine beside you.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping. I brought a few glasses of water with me, hoping that while speaking to Jesus, he could turn them to wine for me. So, I mean, can't get drunk now. Cheers, guys.
I am genuinely disappointed that we couldn't. I'm genuinely disappointed that we couldn't get that longer. I mean, I would love to have had. I would love to have had the second coming of Jesus on my podcast. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's got to be some kind of feather in my cap.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the crazies. I really fucking love talking to the crazies. It makes me happy to know that I'm not that insane. Somebody else was dealt the crazy cards.
Well, I mean, Jackson is a good buddy of mine. I've known Jackson for a while, and whereas he and I, we don't see eye to eye, obviously, on flat Earth and some of the conspiratorial ideas that he has. But he's not genuinely like this. I mean, he'll get fired up for sure. He'll get fired up, but usually he's able to have a discussion, even if he's fired up.
It seemed to me like he was unwilling to have a conversation. He even said straight up that he's closed-minded about the flat earth. You can't change my mind, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And that's a very stupid position to hold. I'm open-minded to the earth being flat. You can present me some evidence and categorically show me that the earth is flat. I'm open-minded to that becoming the new paradigm that I follow. But
sure,
there isn't any evidence that you can ever show me. I've been doing this, technically this was Flat Earth Debate 153. I've still gone 153 debates without seeing any Flat Earth evidence.
I mean, and that's the thing. If we could, yeah, give me something. You can't just throw something out there. He's done this before with me a little bit whenever I'll ask. And I get this from a lot of conspiratorial minded people when I ask for evidence. I'm pointing you in the right direction. You need to do your own research. Fuck you. That's the easy way out. Don't give me that. Go ahead.
He started saying the whole, I can't even have a conversation if this person doesn't know that fluoride makes you stupid. That's just making the assumption that your stupid conspiracy theory about fluoride is correct.
Right.
It's not. I'm not going to agree to that because there's absolutely zero evidence to suggest that is true. If you want to have a conversation around that, then that's fine. But you can't just make the declaration that, I can't talk to you because you don't believe the thing that I do.
But see, right, exactly. That's confirmation bias, and the fact that hey, look, we're here to have a discussion.
mean, if you can message him, tell him to come back. I'll try to calm down a little bit.
I mean, I tried calling him. I think he's just ignoring. He's ignoring me now. I've sent him a couple of messages, and it's a shame.
I've got to say, well done. I couldn't be friends with a flat earther. I literally could not be friends with someone that stupid.
Well, so he and I kind of hit it off before I knew that he was a flat earther. So I kind of got to know Jackson outside of the conspiratorial things. And so he's the one who got me into, like looking at the quote evidence. Uh-oh.
Is that a team back?
Team is back.
Hello.
Hey.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, so my son, who just started working from home, received a headset that has a mic, and it fucking works on my phone. I was like, let me have it. Let me have it for tonight.
There you go.
So at least until the internet comes back up, I will have a way of communicating via my phone for another... well, I can plug it in, I guess. The power's still up. The internet's the only thing down.
I'm sorry, team. I appear to have chased off the flat earther.
Yeah, I saw that, man. You did a hell of a job. God damn, they go fast, too. We ought to bring the mind of God in here and continue the conversation with him. I mean, I'm sure the plot hole would enjoy.
Absolutely. If he wants to if the mind of God would like to join in, we can continue the conversation. And if it gets a little dumpster fiery, I'm okay with that. But my goodness.
Yeah, we were having a decent conversation earlier, and we could just continue that conversation on until second Jesus shows up.
Yeah, I mean, for certain.
Because I'm telling you, man, I'm fucking hyped, bro. When I went outside and I saw the rain, something about the rain just energizes me, right?
Gets you jacked up.
And I saw the rain, and I saw the fucking dark-ass clouds rolling in, and just feeling that cold air brush across my nipples.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay. Hey, hang on a second.
This is Texas, baby. Everything I do outside is non-shirt.
Oh, Jesus. That's why you don't get any more trick-or-treaters.
No, I was wearing my mankini
no, I know.
when the trick-or-treaters came, so I was at least, my nipples were covered, but they didn't look right, though.
I'm sure they didn't look right for many, many reasons.
Yeah.
All right, so I came across a story today, and I didn't pin it, and I'm pissed off at myself for not pinning it, but I think it was in the New York Post, I think, but it was talking about, what the fuck was this? Let me see if I can find it. I wanted to hear what you guys had to say about this. So this sun lockdown thing, that's what it was. New York Post put out an article that the sun has entered a lockdown period.
So what that's talking about is basically the sun is at the moment at a not a normal period of inactivity. The sun's been blank for the entire year.
Right. So it's not. For the
entire year, the sun's been blank. There has been 0 sunspots on the sun, nearly 365 days, which is within kind of modern times unheard of. They think the last time that the sun was at this low of an output was when we had the last mini ice age.
Yeah, they actually predicted this. I think a few years ago, they said that this year, like they specifically said this year would be the year that we entered into, or that we're supposed to enter into a mini ice age. In fact, what was funny is I saw this information on a post talking about global warming that was saying that we won't be experiencing this mini ice age. Oh shit, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but we won't be experiencing the mini ice age like we're supposed to, because of the fact that there is a global warming has been going on. So while the temperatures this year during the summer may appear to go down, and it may last for if it appears to go down, the thing is that it's not going to drop as much as it normally would, due to the fact that anthropogenic climate change is occurring daily.
So you saw the same article that I did.
No, I'm just well aware of this topic. I haven't seen that article.
Okay.
I think I did see the same article that literally said the sun is in lockdown too. It's a fun way of saying it, but I mean, they're just talking about the fact that the solar minimum is really minimum at the moment.
Well, yeah, this is called a grand solar minimum.
Right.
Just like we have grand solar maximums, we have solar maximums and grand solar maximums, as well as solar minimums and grand solar minimums. All of them are periodical, so they're predictable, or they're predict. Yeah, the cycles are predictable.
Yeah. So reading this article, my goodness, it's like fucking doom and gloom. Let's see here. Excess cosmic rays pose a health hazard to astronauts and polar air travelers. What else? They're talking about massive volcanoes and ice ages and all this shit.
Yeah, like I said, we're supposed to actually be entering into a mini ice age right now, which has been predicted. Like that, this is nothing new to NASA or anybody else. They've been saying this for several years now that I'm aware of, and quite possibly decades, going back to like the 70s and 80s. They were already starting to predict an upcoming ice age just based on I think ice core samples and the periods they were seeing in the ice core samples of this happening.
There's a question in the Discord from Nerd Angle says, do you think we've saved ourselves from an ice age by having global warming?
No, I think that we have artificially changed a natural cycle of the Earth. I believe, it probably will help us to be more comfortable. I don't think any of this would have killed off humanity or anything like that. We're pretty technologically advanced, at least advanced enough to survive, an ice age. What were you going to say?
They had a mini ice age. It was in the 1600s, maybe the 1700s, where the River Thames literally froze over because the temperatures got so low, and even during the summer, that it was still like winter type weather.
Yeah,
it's all part of the cycle. But the fact that we have artificially raised the Earth's temperature, do you think that means that the effect of the solar minimum will be less on us?
The effect of the solar minimum, no, because they're not directly related. The effect that that it has on the temperature, it will. Like the solar minimum would have dropped the temperature more than what global warming will keep it up to, but it will still be for at least this year and possibly years moving forward. We're going to be experiencing mild summers and extremely cold winters.
So let me just get this straight.
It's predicted.
All right, hang on a second.
2020 so far, we've seen the Australia being pretty much on fire. A lot of Siberia is on fire. COVID-19, murder hornets.
Stop with the Baskin bees. Stop with the Baskin bees. Those things have been around forever.
Yeah, we also have had people feeding people to tigers.
That's been going on for years too.
2020.
All right, so I think
that's been going on since the birth of man.
I just had my director tell me that somebody has been emailing him some psycho shit. I told him to forward me the emails.
Love psycho shit.
Yeah,
right.
I want to see this. I hope he does.
No, but I'm not a climatologist and all that. This is all me, just the information that I'd picked up, reading articles on this. But I did find it funny though that before I was making videos, before I was doing all this, I was reading articles that were predicting this and talking about how the effects of climate change were going to keep it not, from dropping as much as it should, and that I've even seen articles where they were talking about how this is going to be a moment when climate change deniers are going to step in and go, see, look, you see how it's cold this year? But it's really not. It's really warm compared to the temperature it's supposed to be. It's supposed to drop even more.
Basically, what I'm saying is 2020 can eat a dick.
2020. Oh, yeah. No. Hey, I've had a rough 2020. Being hacked and, having not having death around me for years, and then all of a sudden having two really close people to me pass, within weeks of each other.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
You guys stop bringing the show down.
I mean, that's old news. That's old news. I'm not worried. I'm just saying 2020's been a shitty year.
But still, man, yeah.
I do appreciate it.
From here in Texas, our hearts go out to you for that one.
I'm in Dallas. I'm with you guys out here.
He's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, so you know what's up.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
The only question is, what else can happen in 2020? Asteroid impact, alien invasion, moon falls out the sky. What we're looking at, guys?
Craig, I'm going to share with you some wisdom from an old man. Do not ever ask the question you just asked. How could it get worse? Because the cosmos has a way of answering that question fairly quickly.
Well, what I'm telling you guys is, as soon as one of the COVID-19 patients there's a report of them biting their doctor, I'm boarding up my house for good.
I have a choice to make if that happens.
Yeah.
Because I'm fat, broken, and I can't run very well, so...
Well, you don't need to you find someone slower than you. That's all. I mean, a lot of people, if they're around me, they're going to survive because I can't go anywhere very fast. So I'm going to be eaten first. But if there is a zombie apocalypse, there's another to consider: is the only survivors will be flat earthers because we only go after brains.
Oh Jesus!
No nutritional value for a zombie and a flat earther.
Captain, I thought Jesus was supposed to be here today.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's going to show. I think the second
time zone.
There's a time zone. He's on the West Coast, I believe.
Well, Johnny, let's tell you like this: if my internet's not back up by the time he's ready to join, we can reschedule this for another weekend, and I'll be more than happy to come back and have that conversation with him, and we can be sure to make sure that Jesus is aware of time zones.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
Hey man, he's got a lot. It's raining right now, pretty heavy. You're across you're in the land down under, but it's starting to rain real nice here. And
who's in the land down under?
In the part of Texas. So he's turning it into wine. So maybe
Sorry, guys. I need to go and board up my house because Classify 88 in the Discord has just posted a article with the headline. Let me read this headline. Coronavirus patient savagely bites a nurse to escape from isolation. So,
shit.
Yeah. I'm going to just go and board up my house.
Okay, but it didn't say coronavirus patient turns into zombie. It just...
It does. No one's going to report zombie.
Hold on. What is one of the key features of a zombie? Biting,
sounds like
right?
insanity.
Biting?
Yeah, but that's also a key feature of a fucking 5-year-old.
That's zombie. But that's 5-year-olds are zombies. I mean, how many fucking 5-year-olds do you have that aren't zombies?
Yeah, I mean, basically, like 5-year-olds are like little drunk people.
They are, and they get away with it too.
That's true.
I've got a 6-year-old door. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he can't make it, or if my internet doesn't come back on when he makes it in here, or becomes available, then we'll just reschedule, man.
Yeah,
I'll be more than happy to come back.
He's not coming. He's not coming. I can tell you that right now. Jackson's probably. I mean, I think Jackson got pissed off with what was going on and then took off and probably said, "Hey, don't do it." Which I think is unfortunate.
That sucks, man. I wanted to get in on that. Yeah, me too. I fucking put on my goggles just in case. I was sitting in the front row.
Like, all right, guys, hold on to your butts.
Yep.
Yeah, so but yeah, man, I wanted to get on with Jackson. I felt there was a lot left on the first conversation that we had.
There was, and it was a lot more productive, I think. There was a little bit of fire.
But here's the thing: is I was just as no nonsense with him as Fight was, and I don't understand why he left. I guess maybe it was because Fight told him to shut up, but I told him to shut up because the adults were talking and children needed to shut up. Right? And he didn't leave when I said that.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing Fight said was that bad.
That's what I don't understand. I don't know. I think it's when his buddy kind of said, "Hey, I can't do it until later, if at all." I think I kind of put him off.
I think my country bumpkin ass voice of mine probably made him feel comfortable enough to be talked down to the way I talked down to him that night. Fight did it with authority tonight.
You don't sound like
yeah, because you guys are fucking from Texas too, so y'all are like, oh, you sound fucking normal. No, no, other people are like, oh yeah, I hear Texas in you. But yeah, Fight does it with such authority. Like when he fucking shut that dude down, there was nothing he could say. You know, it was like, you're not gonna fucking like. Fight's just really good at what he does. He's a great debater.
Thank you. I've learned from doing it so much, and I've adjusted the way that I do it so much. You have to be authoritative. You have to point out how stupid they're being and demand evidence from them. Because two things happen. Either they keep spouting nonsense or they run away because they can't provide evidence.
Yeah, I would say, Fight, you are a master debater. You're a master oratician. And
I know what I'm going to do later.
Do you like to fish, Fight?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure you're a masturbator as well then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think we all are. And if you deny it, you're lying.
Oh, I fish daily.
Hey, there you go. Hey.
Oh, Bitwise says that she did. It says she did on 4chan. I think Bitwise is talking about the zombie nurse now, or the zombie patient. Where's
back to the zombie patient?
Where's what's his name? Jesus.
The
other god.
I've messaged him. I don't think he's in the chat anymore.
He took off, huh?
Oh yeah, mind to God, I don't know if he is in the. I don't know if he is in the chat.
There is someone in the chat called Thank God It's Flat.
Oh yeah.
If you want to come in and talk to us, then
let me know.
Come on in.
Thank God It's Flat. If you want to send me an email, fighttheflatearth@gmail.com, I'll get you the link to join this Discord. Or just join the. If you want to put your Discord in the chat again, that they can just click on there.
Yeah, let me get that.
Mm-hmm. Benny's channel says, "Are we cunning linguists team?"
We are. Only when we hang out together, though.
Whoa.
Hey, you have no idea how many flat earthers say that we're boyfriends. It's amazing.
Oh God, I know, right? And we're always saying, "Yeah, that's my partner. That's my partner."
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the deal, guys. If you want to hear it, I know a few things. I hope, and this has come from the heart. By the end of the day, that we can realize that we're all a bunch of fucking dickheads.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's why people like watching us, because we're fucking dickheads.
Yeah,
it's because we're smarter than they are.
Yeah.
Well, it's the fact. It's the fact that we don't. Yeah, long distance lovers, says Fred the Magnificent. Yes.
Well, I would just say I'm very fortunate to have a partner like Fight the Flat Earth. Every chance I get to tell somebody about him, I do. Even if it's just like my mom, I'm like, Mom, Fight the Flat Earth, FTFE. He's my partner.